Money may not buy you happiness, but everyone has dreamed of being rich at some point in their lives. Many moments in their lives, if we're honest. The ability to buy anything you've ever wanted, whenever you wanted, is an alluring idea that only the elite 1% in the world can do. In this video, we look at the top 10 richest people in history. Where are the current tech billionaires placed? Do they even feature? Stick with us to find out. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to our channel so that you can continue enjoying more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. Let's get it on. 10. Henry Ford, $188 billion. Ford revolutionized the auto industry through the innovative use of assembly lines, lowering the price of vehicles and eliminating the need for specialized training in order to deliver a mass production vehicle. The Model T meant American families who previously could only afford a horse and buggy could now enter into the automobile revolution. When adjusted for inflation, his net worth was $188 billion at the time of his death. 9. Elon Musk, $197 billion. The current richest man in the world, Elon Musk, has had his hands in several different companies over the years. Initially enrolled at Stanford University, Musk deferred his attendance to launch Zip2, one of the earliest online navigation services. A portion of the proceeds from his endeavor was then reinvested to create X.com, an online payment system that later became PayPal. While both of these systems were eventually sold to other companies, Musk has maintained his status as CEO and lead designer of his third project, Space Exploration Technologies, which aim to make space exploration more affordable. In 2004, Musk became a major funder of Tesla Motors, which led to him being retroactively declared a co-founder and his current position as CEO of the electric vehicle company. He is currently worth a tear-dropping $197 billion. 8. Muammar Gaddafi, $200 billion. Muammar Gaddafi controlled Libya with an iron fist. He was an infamous revolutionary who ruled over the country for 40 years after seizing power in a coup d'etat in 1969. He was captured and tortured to death at the end of the Libyan civil war in 2011, after which reports began to surface that he was secretly the wealthiest person on the planet. Over $70 billion was found in foreign bank accounts and invested in real estate alone. Although he steadily increased his net worth over those 40 years to $200 billion at the time of his death when adjusted for inflation. 7. William the Conqueror, $230 billion. Alan Rufus appeared earlier on this list with an estimated $149 billion. But that is dwarfed by his uncle, William the Conqueror. As you might guess from his name, he built his wealth from conquering weaker kingdoms and building an empire, which he ruled for 20 years. He invaded England in 1066 and continued to lead until he died in 1088, after which his son William Rufus II succeeded him. By that time, his estimated net worth was about $230 billion in today's value, which were then divided amongst his sons when he passed away. 6. Mir Osman Ali Khan, $240 billion. Mir Osman Ali Khan Bahadur was the ruler of the princely state of Hyderabad and Berar in India from 1948 to 1967. He was the last ruler of the state before it became part of India, as the country gained its independence from the British Empire. At the time, he was the wealthiest man in the world, owing to his fortune to precious metals, including millions of dollars worth of gold and billions of dollars in jewels. He owned 50 Rolls-Royces and used the Jacob diamond, a $95 million diamond in today's money, as a paperweight in his office. When adjusted for inflation, his net worth was estimated $240 billion at the time of his death. 5. NIKOLAI Alexandrovich Romanov, $300 billion. Number 5 on our list is Russian leader Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov, also known as Tsar Nicholas II of Russia, who ruled from 1894 to 1917. Unlike everyone else on the list, however, he was canonized after his death by the Russian Orthodox Church, making him the wealthiest saint in human history. He and his whole family were murdered when Bolshevik revolutionists overthrew him and opened the door to communism. His $900 million at the time of his death would have been worth $300 billion today. 4. Andrew Carnegie, $310 billion. Switching back to industrialists from world leaders, we come to Andrew Carnegie. Born in 1835 in Scotland, he moved to America as a child and created his own fortune, starting with investments in railroads, bridges, and oil derricks, and eventually led to the building of Pittsburgh's Carnegie Steel Company. He sold that company to J.P. Morgan in 1901 for $480 million, which would be $310 billion in today's dollars. Afterward, he dedicated his time and money to charity, with the final $30 million of his vast fortune donated after his death. 3. Meyer AMSCHEL Rothschild, $1 trillion. This family of bankers, headed by the matriarch, Meyer Rothschild, hails from Frankfurt, Germany, and are the wealthiest people alive today. Their net worth is fairly difficult to pin down due to their vast holdings, but the best estimates peg their wealth at about $350 billion. However, many people believe they control over $1 trillion in banking assets and real estate alone, making them one of the most powerful families in the world. 2. John D. Rockefeller, $1.2 trillion. John D. Rockefeller is the single richest American who has ever lived and the country's first billionaire. He was the oil tycoon of oil tycoons, having founded Standard Oil in 1870, but retired from it at the turn of the century to pursue philanthropy, donating money to hospitals and schools and establishing the University of Chicago. Standard Oil was so massive that it was declared a monopoly and broken into smaller companies like Amoco, Conoco, Chevron, and ExxonMobil. Rockefeller's net worth was $1.2 trillion when adjusted for inflation. 1. Mansa Musa I, $2 trillion. In all of human history, the richest man on earth was Mansa Musa I, ruler of the African country of Mali, from 1312 to 1337. The country's wealth was derived from producing gold and salt, with the nation controlling more than half of the world's supply. He was so rich that when he made his pilgrimage to Mecca, dozens of camels carried hundreds of pounds of gold, and his lavish spending alone may have caused a currency crisis in Egypt. Adjusted for inflation, his net worth would have been approximately $2 trillion in today's dollars. Did you enjoy our video? Who among these filthy billionaires inspires you the most and why? Well, if you enjoyed our video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.